Now, we're going to talk about side chaining, and this is side chaining for the gate. We're actually going to feed the signal from another track into this channel, or from one channel to another channel, to actually open and close the gate. And by doing that, you can impart the rhythm of one channel onto the content or what's playing through another channel. Now, a really popular way to do this is to take the kick and then use the kick to gate the bass. And that can give you some really cool and interesting kind of rhythmic effects that you wouldn't otherwise get. Now, normally I would use this as a mixing technique, not necessarily for live sound, because it could really throw your bass player off if you did this and they heard this effect in the monitors. There's a lot of other ways to do it and to use it. And like I said, in live sound, there are some applications, but ordinarily this is more of a studio trick. And it's really cool that it's on this board. I'm going to show you how it works. So first of all, let's just take a look at what the kick is doing. I'm going to solo the kick. We're listening to the solo bus over here. You're listening to the headphone jack. All right, so that's what the kick's doing. Now we're going to take a look at the bass. It sounds like sort of a direct recorded P-bass kind of sound. Now I've turned the gate on. We're going to do key listen, and key listen is going to allow us to assign the key filter to come in off the kick channel. And here's how that works. You hold down key listen. We're on the bass channel. I'm going to hold down key listen. Now it lights up all the selects. So then I'm going to go over here and hit select on kick. That means I'm going to route kick into this gate, and we're going to listen to the kick to basically gate the bass. All right, so now that it's set up, this is still flashing over here, as you can see. So let's solo out the bass, and then we're going to play around. Now before we do that, let's do key listen and see if we can actually tune the key filter in onto the kick sound and really kind of line it up with the kick. All right, well, that's a little hard to hear. That is actually coming through there, but it's a little hard to hear. So we'll go ahead and turn off key listen. So next I'm going to solo the bass, and then we're going to start to use our other controls, the threshold control, so that everything below the threshold, but this is going to be the threshold of the kick. Then we're going to use the range, and then we can actually kind of tune in what we're doing with the kick and how it affects the bass using the attack and release. These become like creative tools in this situation. So that's basically how that works. I just added in the loop and I added back the kick so you could just get an idea of how maybe you could use that kind of rhythmic effect. You can use it to impart like a chopping effect to other kinds of tracks. But before I move on, I want to show you how to undo this. So I'm going to unsolo all of these things here. We're going to select the bass again. And to undo it, whenever we select it, you'll see that the thing that's been keyed to it is over here flashing. So to undo it, we go back to the channel where we have the sidechain. Also want to point out that up here in the info, it says sidechain channel 1. It actually tells you here that something is sidechained to it. So that's pretty important to know. Anyway, to undo it, you basically repeat the same operation. Select the channel with the sidechain, hold down key listen for a couple of seconds, and then you're going to select the channel itself. So we're going to basically do key listen back to channel 13, which would be the normal mode. So it's a little bit advanced technique. It's really cool that we can do this on the Studio Live board. And that's how sidechaining works on the Gate. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.